the Arabs, and so they took many of our customs and put it, and they just kind of, you know, remade it in their version. Read on.
Mohammed learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion and compounded it with his new religion, Islam.
Oh, you came from New York?
What happened to us in the Bible
about the Northern Kingdom and everything? Okay. Okay. Do you know any history? How our forefathers came to America? You know anything about that, or?
Not really.
Okay. You ever watched the movie 1492?
Test.
You never heard of that? All praises, all praises. Let's get that. Let's get the second Ezra chapter 13. Let's go there right quick. So you said, where do you see your chart? So what's your father? What's your father? What is your father's nationality?
Dominican.
Huh?
Dominican.
Oh, your father's Dominican?
Yeah.
So that means you'll be from the tribe of Simeon. The tribe of Simeon.
Puerto Rican and Dominican.
So, but it goes by your father, because your dad carried the seed. Let's get Numbers 118 right quick, so we can clarify that. Let's make sure we clarify that, because whatever your father is, that's who you are. So we're gonna get that according to the Bible, who you are. Why I asked you that. Go ahead. Book of Numbers 118. Go ahead.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees.
Hold on. You said their pedigree. So you know what I mean when they say pedigree? So they declare their pedigree.
Pedigree is basically like when they rap. Pedigree from.
No, it'll be your bloodline. Your bloodline. Like for example, say like a pedigree, like a dog. You know, people breed dogs, right? So say that the male dog is a German Shepherd, right? And the mother's a pit bull, but in the day, that puppy gonna be a German Shepherd because it's the father carried the seed, because of the bloodline. So it's based off your father. Go ahead.
And they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward.
That's good right there. So it goes by the seed of the father. So whatever your father is, that's who you are because of your pedigree, your lineage. So it comes by the father.
Okay, I carry my dad's pedigree.
Yeah. So they ain't no half this and half that now. You are what your father is. Just like say that you might see a guy, right? His father might be white and mom might be black, but in the day he's white because his dad is white. So that's his nationality. Yes, sir. Let's go to what's the name? Yeah. Any questions, anything, or?
Nah, no question right now. Nah, you just made that clear to me right now. That's with the dad.
Huh?
Got crab legs?
Those are crabs?
Nah, this actually chicken wings.
Chicken wings?
Yeah, chicken.
Okay, we're gonna give you something too. Let's get Nehemiah. Let's go to Nehemiah chapter 10, because today is the Sabbath day. So we come out here to edify people. We come out here and teach our people. You know what I'm saying? To come back who they are, show them what their nationality is, show them that Christ is a black man according to the scripture, and show them that we need to come back to God's laws. Why do we came in this condition? Why this happened to us? Why these curses happen to us? Let's get that right quick.
Book of Nehemiah, chapter 10 and verse 31. And if the people of the land bring ware of any victuals on the Sabbath day.
So today is the Sabbath day. So from Friday sundown to Saturday sundown is the Sabbath day. Because during this day right here, we should be conducting no business or nothing like that. We shouldn't be buying. There should be no cooking. But I'm gonna let the scripture speak it. Go ahead.
Any victuals on the Sabbath day to sell.
To what?
To sell. that we would not buy it of them on the Sabbath or on the holy day.
Because the Sabbath day is a holy day. This is the day that God ordained for us to rest and not to work and everything. Because these people right here make up the 12 tribes of Israel. So he gave the laws and statute commandments to the 12 tribes of Israel. So you're from the tribe of Simeon, right? So you're one of the children of Israel. So you should not be buying on the Sabbath day because it's a sin. So did anybody tell you what sin is?
Yeah, sin is it's a sin, like, you know, it's something bad, like, you know, like a sin. But I can't really explain it like that.
Okay, we're gonna go to the Bible. So let's get sin. Let's tell him just show him what sin. I didn't get your name, but what's your name again? John. Jonathan or John? Jonathan. Okay, it's a powerful name too. So we got one of our forefathers, man. One of the Maccabees named Jonathan. Go ahead.
3 name?
Yeah.
Book of 1 John chapter 3 and verse 8.
Bring it up.
He that committeth sin is of the devil. For the devil's...
No, verse 4. Go to verse 4.
Verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin is a transgression of the law. So like that's like one of the sins. So today is the Sabbath day. We shouldn't be buying on the Sabbath day. So you shouldn't buy. And then also we should be cooking on the Sabbath day. That's another law for us too to keep, because these things was given to us, but we lost it because of this condition. Matter of fact, go to let's get that.
Look at Exodus chapter 16 verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord has said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
So tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. So what's the Sabbath day?
It's tomorrow.
Huh?
It's tomorrow, right?
No, the Sabbath day is today.
Oh, today's Sabbath.
Yeah, because like for Spanish, how do you say Saturday in Spanish?
Sábado.
Sabado.
Right.
So it means Sabbath. Sabado. Because it ain't Domingo. Go ahead.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today.
So the night before, right? You familiar with leftovers, right? So Most High, he's telling us before the Sabbath, so that before that Friday sundown, right? So he's saying bake what you can bake before the Sabbath, before the sun goes down on Friday. Go ahead.
And see that ye will see.
Hold on. So seed means boil. So you're gonna boil what you're gonna boil. You're gonna bake what you're gonna bake. So you're gonna prep everything before.
Before sundown.
Yes. Go ahead.
And that which remaineth over, lay up for you to be kept until morning.
So you should cook enough for you to last for the Sabbath day. So that's what we do. So before the Sabbath, we always prep on that Friday, Friday or during that week. We go ahead and prep everything before the Sabbath.
So don't have to do it.
Yeah. Because you're not supposed to buy and everything, man. Because when you're buying, you're in the abyss of sin.
Right.
So that's why we come out and teach our brothers and sisters them that they shouldn't be buying, but they program us to come in and buy and everything on the Sabbath day to keep our people in sin. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1, and then we're gonna go to 28 verse 15 right quick. Let's stop there. Let's start there first.
28 and 1.
Yeah, 28 and verse 1.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day.
Hold on. He said he commanded the 12 tribes of Israel this day, still today. Go ahead.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if we keep the commandments of God, we apply it and do it and put it in our life, right? We'll be above all nations. So right now, are we above all nations? Why is that?
It's just, I mean, like, all the struggling and stuff we're going through. That's how I see it.
Okay.
You know, and just the craziness is going on around, you know. And us not being on point where everything's going on.
Okay. So if we keeping God's law like today, you go buy and shop, we breaking God's law. Every time we do that, man, we make the Most High angry, man. Right. He punish us more. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 15.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
So it said it shall come to pass. So this is like present, like now. It shall come to pass. If we don't keep the laws, this is something that's going to happen to us. This is what's going to come to pass. Go ahead.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So now he's saying if we do not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Which he commands us this day. Go ahead.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the curse, right? So is the curse a good thing or is it a bad thing?
Bad thing.
It's a bad thing. And that's why we got in these conditions right here. Most High put us in those conditions for punishment because we was breaking his laws. And then one of the things that you're doing with we're going buying and shopping.
Right.
That's one of the causes right there. Right. We just educate and edify you. Yeah. So, Lord's will, man. If you understand, so this is why all these curses. This is why we in the bottom because we were disobedient. That we broke a lot of God's laws.
Right.
So, like for example, right. When most of our people today, right, when they go to church and everything, what day do they go to church on?
They go to church on?
Yeah.
Of the thing they're wrong. They actually get
Yeah, the majority of us, majority of our people, right, in this truck right here, most of them gonna go to church on what day?
Sundays.
On Sunday, right? So what day of the week is Sunday? Huh?
And
No, Sunday is the first day of the week. Right. So these somebody get this sign right here and flip this over. Yeah, just flip that over. So when we was in those conditions, right, in slavery and everything, were we allowed to read and write? What happened when we get caught reading and write in the plantation?
No, you get punished.
Like how? What they do?
If they starve you, I don't know what they do.
No, they kill you.
Kill you, yeah.
They hang you on the tree, man. They hang you on the tree, they kill you, they beat you.
Right.
And they catch you reading. So during that time, we weren't allowed to read. We had to be taught by these men. You got John Smith, the Baptist religion. Most of the slaves were over here in the United States in the South were Baptists. The slave masters were Baptists. This is how we got into Christianity. A lot of these denominations, right? A lot of these calls us to worship on Sunday, but that was against God. God didn't ordain that. He didn't ordain that. Me and our people don't know that. You put that down also. A lot of these are the different doctrines that our people are in. Today, we got our brothers in Islam. Their Sabbath is on Thursday to Friday. And when they was in slavery, right? They was in slavery with the Arabs. So that's how a lot of them got introduced into Islam. Then a lot of people in Rastafari, all these other doctrines, our people lost.
Fasting. I got you. Fast.
Huh?
Most time they do fasting.
You talking about the Ramadan?
Yeah.
Ramadan. But we have a day too that we fast too, which is the Day of Atonement. That's a day that we're supposed to keep as the children of Israel. Right. We're supposed to fast that whole day. We're supposed to fast that whole day. Do we have that book of Babylon Timbuktu?
Yeah.
Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28 right quick. Yeah, so Sunday, so that stuff was introduced to us during the when we was in that condition because we broke God's laws, man. Let's do some more Deuteronomy 28. But I know I was supposed to tell you too. Let's go to 2nd Ezra right quick. I wanted to go over 13. Now you said that you Dominican, right? Okay.
My mom is Puerto Rican, my dad.
Yes. Read it right quick. This is how Islam started. That's the youngest religion. People don't realize. A lot of Islam guys say, oh no. This is the youngest religion? Go ahead.
After Muhammad became a camel driver,
So Muhammad is the one that started Islam. He was a camel driver. Like today, like an Uber driver. So he ride people on the camel and take them to and fro. And he was illiterate. Go ahead.
he traveled to remote and intriguing lands. He led his caravans to Persia, Syria, and Egypt, transacting business with merchants of every kind. On his business trip, he met Jews, Christians, and members of other sects.
So he met Jews and stuff. So when he's like an Uber driver, right? You know, you pick people up, you pick different people. Sometimes you drive and you hear their conversations and stuff. So he picked up the Jews because we are the Jews. Right. So that word Judah, right? Jews is the short word of the word Judah. Go ahead. Not Jewish, not the people over there in Israel right now. Those people are not the Jews. You are. Go ahead.
He interrogated them concerning the tenets of their religions. He frequented the environment of the Jews and their rabbis, because they were merchants and an omnipresent ethnic group. Because he could not read or write, his ears were attentive and keen to everything that the Jews related to him.
So a lot of the customs that you see, the women had their head covered and all that they got that from us, the Arabs, and so they took many of our customs and put it, and they just kind of remade it in their version. Read on.
Muhammad learned and extracted much from the Jewish religion and compounded with his new religion, Islam.
So that's how Islam started. So it started 622 years after the death of Christ.
Right.
So that's when they started Islam. So many of our forefathers were in captivity with the Arabs, and then most of them were forced into Islam. A lot of them got forced to, and still today, we still got our people still in Iran, Iraq, and those countries still in captivity. They still in those conditions. They still live in a horrible condition. Yeah, I'm gonna get this right quick. 2 Edges 13 right quick. I wanted to share something with you that how your forefathers got here in Americas. Go ahead.
Book of 2 Edges, chapter 13 and verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Josiah the king, whom Salmanassar, the king of Assyria.
Hold on. So during this time, Israel was in the northern kingdom, right, of Israel, because Israel had split. So you had Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. They were the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom, the other 10 tribes, from Ephraim on down, that's your Hispanic, your Native Americans, Aztecs, Thanos. Those men, those were the 10 tribes. So they was in the captivity with the Syrian captivity. So they was being released by the king of Assyria, because they was in Syrian captivity. They was talking about this in the Bible. Read on.
Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land.
So he carried them into another land, right? Where's that map at? This is the map. So you're familiar with where we at? Africa, right here, right in this area right here, where the Persian Gulf at, around this area right here. Read on.
But they took this counsel among themselves.
So the 10 tribes, they took a counsel upon themselves. Go ahead.
That they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt.
So they went to a further country where no man had never dwelt, because the Western Hemisphere, which is America, nobody never dwelt there. Nobody dwelt in that land. So they didn't go back to Israel. They didn't go back. So they took counsel upon themselves, and they went to another land. Read on.
That they might there keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
So the reason why they was in Syrian captivity, because they was breaking God's laws. They was doing wickedness. They didn't keep God's laws at all. So that's why they got punished, and they was in Syrian captivity. And then just like when they was in America, they was in captivity too also. Read on.
And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over.
So they came through the Euphrates River. So the Euphrates River goes to the Persian Gulf. So it goes all the way around. So the Most High held the storm because on the Indian Ocean, the storms and stuff is very rough. So they had to, journey all the way across to Americas. Go ahead.
For through that country there was great way to go, namely of a year and a half.
So it took them a year and a half. To get to that land. Go ahead.
And the same region is called Azareth.
So that same region is called Azareth. Anybody got that the Jewish dictionary, the encyclopedia, the definition of Azareth, right quick? We have that because that's the if you look at the Jewish encyclopedia, that's the land of America. Go ahead, you can open that up, huh? So it took them a year and a half to get there. Oh, okay. So I'm just saying that's how like your forefathers went to the islands, like Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, right? Was it Cuba? You got the Native Americans, right? They came in this land. You got the Aztecs. They was in Mexico, right? You got the Mayans, right? They had all Central America. Then you had the tribe of Asher, right? Which is like your Brazilian, and those people, they was down in South America. So we was spread out. Because they was here first before the conquistador took over. And put y'all toward the black Americans and your Benjamite brothers from the islands, and the Haitians, which is the Levites. They was in slavery 200 years before. That's 1492. That's when everything went downhill. That's how today y'all learn Spanish. Our slave masters here in America, they taught us English. We was forced to learn English. Your Haitian brothers, right? They was conquered by the French. They learned French. Read on. That was it right there. You get a flyer?
Yes, I do. I got a flyer.
Okay. Hey, we got. So how you prefer learning? You learning Spanish or you learn English better?
English.
All right. You look in the back on that flyer, man. We got a school in Benson, North Carolina, man. You welcome to come. We teach all day on the Sabbath day. We on YouTube. We got a website, Israelite.org. You can go in there and look. Also, you got a lot of questions. We got feast days that we supposed to keep. Do you grow I want to tell you one more thing. You grow a beard?
Yeah.
Can you grow a full beard? Huh? You can't? That's how far it grows?
No, it grows a little. I can cut it off.
But I want to give you this. Go ahead and read that to him, brother. Come up here, I think.
This is, it says,
This is the land Azareth.
the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of man, in which the 10 tribes of Israel would dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of restoration. According to 2nd Ezra, chapter 13, verse 45, Columbus identified America with this land. So
that's how Christopher Columbus came in this land and started conquering our people. A lot of the conquistadors, because they read the Apocrypha, they read the Bible, so he already knew that we was here because of the prophecy. He read this Bible. That was prophecy that the Hispanics and the Native Americans, the Mayans, the Aztecs, they was gonna be in this land. So this Bible is a real book, man. It's a real book. So this book is about you. It's about our history. But you got to come back to God's command. You got to stop buying on the Sabbath day. All right? We're going to give you one more thing, too. Another thing, too. Get the Frenches right quick.
What's that, chicken?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was crawfish.
You eat pork?
No, not really. I don't eat pork.
You don't eat no pork either. We're going to give you a couple laws, a couple more things not to eat. because it was our custom to eat it at all.
No, trust me, I respect it. It's just, you know.
And the Muslims didn't start that. They got that from us. The dietary laws. That came from our forefathers.
Working hard, just came out to get some food real quick.
Go ahead, give me that.
Book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
So the Most High, He commanded us to put fringes on the bottom of our garments. Come here right quick. This is because your forefathers used to wear these. You see the Native American man? You know how they used to wear? You see them little fringes on the bottom?
Right here, right?
Yeah. Your forefathers used to wear that. That was biblical.
You're Indian, like Indian dress.
Yeah, that was our custom. Go ahead.
Make them fringes in the border of their garment.
The border
throughout their generations.
Throughout the generation, because you're supposed to teach your kids they're supposed to wear it too. But this is why.
And that they put upon the fringe of the borders of the ribbon of blue.
You see how my brothers had? They had a ribbon of blue on the border of our garments. Go ahead.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, as after which ye used to go a-whoring.
So we got to keep the laws of God. So today's the Sabbath day. We shouldn't be buying. We shouldn't be cooking. We shouldn't be eating what's that, pork. What kind of fish? Even in the seafood, certain fish, we're supposed to eat fish with fins and scales. Get that? You got that Leviticus 11. Fins and scales. The catfish, nah. Crabs, shrimp, no. Because they're unclean animals. Many of our people eat that, man, and they don't realize they in the midst of sin. They don't realize it is killing them, destroying their bodies. And that's why they get gout and all these issues, man. Go ahead.
Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 10. And all that have not fins and scales in the sea and in the rivers, of all that move in the water, and of any living thing which is in the waters, they shall be abomination unto you.
So it's abomination. So the word abomination means disgusting. So it's disgusting to God. God look at it as disgusting, man. But we just want to give you, a few things. Check it out. But hey, check us out, bro. Watch us, man. If you get a chance, you get back to your place. Watch us online. You can watch us online. We on YouTube. We on all the media outfit right there, man. We on there.
I'm focused. I just moving around. I just left the Bronx to come over here.
Okay, all praises, man. Most High can use you, bro.
From the Bronx, from New York. I got 2 weeks here now.
Cause we got brothers who go out there and teach too. I know you've seen them out there. You seen them out there?
Yeah,
we got brothers out in the Bronx teach all the time, man. All right. Let's get Matthew 26. Go ahead.
Book of Matthew chapter 26 and verse 6. Now when Jesus was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much.
Hold on. So this symbolizes one of our foremothers. So she put a specific cologne oil over Christ. So the disciples like, hey, we can use this for money. Go ahead.
For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Jesus understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman?
So Christ said, why trouble ye the woman? Go ahead.
For she hath wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she hath poured this ointment on my body. She did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman hath done, be told for memorial of her.
So where we go, if they're not teaching this, if they're not reading out of that, because we're supposed to read what this woman did for Christ. She did it for his burial. She did this for her burial. So this is one of our foremothers that did the work of Christ, man. All right.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you. It's nation time.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word, his word, his word.